Hi, I'm Paul Bedford from Retention Guru, and in this session, filmed back in 2015 at the European Standards Conference, I talk about 3 measures that I use to measure and track retention and attrition. I hope you find it useful. If you've got any questions, drop me a line at paul@retentionguru.co.uk or add a comment below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
Now, I'm interested in how you measure things, and Jan pointed out this morning, I use a certain number of definitions and I measure stuff a lot. And I use the term retention when I'm talking about the financial behaviour of members. And I talk about adherence when I talk about their physical activity behaviour. So there's their financial behaviour and then there's their physical activity behaviour. Now, the reason I use this, and this might seem a little bit off track, if you have a car, you have a number of gauges and a number of ways to tell you how well that car's performing. Each one of these things tells you something different. They all tell you something different. How fast the car's going, the efficiency, the miles per gallon, the miles per kilometre, the acceleration, the CO2 emissions, they all tell you something different that you can use to improve the performance of that car, whether it's to go faster or be more economical. We have to use a number of different things to measure member behaviour, not one thing, and not categorise them as one is the opposite of another. So what you'll find a lot is that people will say, talk about attrition, all right? Stop measuring attrition. It's not worth measuring. I want to know how long they live for, not when they die, how many died. If I've got a group of members, 100 members join, and 80 of them quit, this is attrition. The number that quit. And I would report that as a rate. I'm fed up of looking at people reporting it as a percentage because it's not accurate. If I have another 100 join, and 80 quit, I've still got the same rate. And in terms of percentages, I'd end up with the same percentage as well. So you could have 2 clubs, this one, and I know the manager who manages this club also manages 4 others. So let's imagine there's more of these. The important thing to me is, what's the gap between there and there? Because if that's 1 month and that's 1 year, that's what's important to me. How long do they stay? So I will report it because it gives us an ability to compare like for like, if we do it as a rate, per 1,000 members per month. Because then you can compare clubs of different sizes, you can segment, you can do everything. You can't do it as a percentage. And the traditional way our industry does it, it says attrition is the opposite of retention. Rubbish. It says you take all your members that join that you've already got. Over the course of 12 months, you add on all these people, you take off all these people, and you have a figure at the end. This is why it doesn't work. You start with 1,000. Every month, so 12 times, you join 100 members. How many people have you joined in 12 months? Come on, I'm keeping it straightforward. It's just 1,200. So how many have you got? Well, add every month for 12 months, you lose 100. So same figure, 1,200. How many have you got at the end of the year? 1,000. Some people using the percentage calculation go, we started with 1,000, we've got 1,000. 0 attrition. You've actually joined and lost more people than you had at the beginning of the year. In fact, if you do some of the traditional calculations that you'll see on certain websites, this comes out as 83% attrition. It doesn't tell you anything about the length of stay. We don't know if the people who joined in January left in February or they left in December. We don't even know if it's these people that are leaving or these people that are leaving. And in fact, the challenge really is, if you sold 150 each month, but only lost 100, your attrition goes down, not because you're losing less people, but because you're selling more sales. You've got two moving points at the same point. So it could be up here, down here, here, here. Doesn't make sense. It's also, if you look at it from an academic perspective, in no statistical or business metric books. It's something our industry made up during the early 1990s. And our industry as a whole has gone, oh, follow